1300 hours Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Asma Hafiz. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has urged Organization of Islamic Cooperation to work together to combat Islamophobia and promote interfaith harmony. Federal Cabinet meeting chaired by Prime Minister in Islamabad is reviewing overall COVID-19 situation in the country. Minister for Energy has expressed strong desire and full commitment for early materialization of Tapi gas pipeline project. Indian government has stopped supply of COVID-19 vaccine to the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has urged the OIC countries to work together to counter Islamophobia and project the true image and message of Islam. He was talking to the Islamabad-based ambassadors of the countries belonging to the OIC in Islamabad. Imran Khan said the OIC should work collectively to make the international community understand the deep-rooted love and reverence of all Muslims for the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, and the Holy Quran. The Prime Minister emphasized that the vilification of Islamic precepts and religious personalities wrongly justified under the garb of the right of freedom of expression or opinion hurts the sentiments of 1.5 billion Muslims around the world. Prime Minister called for addressing the underlying reasons for the rise in such incidents worldwide and stressed that Pakistan's initiatives were aimed at building mutual understanding and promoting interfaith harmony. A meeting of Federal Cabinet is in progress in Islamabad with Prime Minister Imran Khan in the chair. It is reviewing overall COVID-19 situation in the country and the measures taken to check its spread. The meeting will also discuss overall political and economic situation of the country. Minister for Energy Muhammad Hamad Azhar has expressed commitment for early completion and materialization of Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, India gas pipeline project. Talking to Ambassador of Turkmenistan Atajan Movlamov in Islamabad today, he also reiterated desire to further cement the existing bilateral relations between the two brotherly countries. He said the national resources, including natural gas from the Central Asian state, need to be explored for mutual benefit of both the countries. 161 more deaths and 3,377 new positive cases of coronavirus infection were reported in the country during the last 24 hours. According to the fresh statistics issued by National Command and Operations Center, 37,587 tests were conducted and positivity ratio remained 8.98%. The death toll due to pandemic in the country has reached 18,310. Minister for Planning Asad Umar has said it is the first time that over 164,000 people were vaccinated against COVID-19 in a single day yesterday. In a tweet today, he said the vaccination process of people aged 40 and above was also started yesterday across the country. Pakistan's permanent representative and president of United Nations Economic and Social Council, Munir Akram, has said if ever there was need for partnership, it is now to defeat the COVID-19 pandemic. In his opening remarks to the virtual 2021 ECOSOC Partnership Forum, Partnership as a Game Changer for a Sustainable Recovery from COVID-19, he said defeating the pandemic is the top priority, which calls for universal and equitable access to vaccines and related materials, equipment, and technologies. Munir Akram said countries also must work together to prevent millions from descending into extreme poverty and destitution. He called for redressal of the structurally induced economic and social inequalities among and within nations. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, in another act of repression against the Kashmiri people, the Indian government has not only stopped supply of COVID-19 vaccine to the territory, but is also diverting the allocated stocks to other Indian cities. According to health officials in the territory, vaccine supplies to occupied territory have been stopped since last Thursday, and hundreds of people daily return unvaccinated due to shortage of vaccine stock. The United States says it will remain actively engaged in Afghanistan after the withdrawal of its troops from there to advance negotiations for a political settlement between all Afghan parties. Speaking at a joint press briefing with British Foreign Secretary Dominic Raab in London, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken said we will make sure to preserve the ability of Afghan forces to counter terrorism and maintain stability in that country. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.